I've been sitting here for a while, for the past couple days, hearing a lot about this battle against Joe Rogan, which is really funny because let me start by saying I'm not a Joe Rogan fan. I'm not. I don't have a problem with his politics or what he says or the guests he has on. I don't. I don't like Joe Rogan because I find his show boring. Quite honestly, I've tried to listen to it. I've tried to sit down and get into the conversations because that is what his show is conversations. And as a person who's tried to have shows that were just conversations, I wanted to see what he was doing right. And quite honestly, I don't see it because a lot of times he's high as a kite and it just drags the show down. It makes it boring to me. Like I can't sit through his 2 3 hour content, and he does that like 3 to 5 times a week. And power to him. I'm not shitting on him. Don't think I'm shitting on him. I'm not. I wish him all the success in the world and everything else, but I can't get through it. It doesn't hold my attention. With that being said, this battle over Spotify for Joe Rogan and people like Neil Young and other artists. First off, I've got to be real. Like, does anybody even remember Neil Young? Like, honestly, the users of Spotify are you gonna miss all 3 songs from the oldie station? Like, who has a Spotify account is actively looking for Neil Young's greatest hits? Do you care if Neil Young's music is removed from Spotify? Honest question. Don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not shitting on Neil Young. I think Neil Young is a talented musician back in his day. And I think he's got 3 great songs that I hear consistently on terrestrial radio. So what do I care if he's not on Spotify? But that's his stance. I'll take off my music if you continue to platform Joe Rogan. The guy who wrote Keep on Rockin' in a Free World, which was basically a song about people being able to say and do whatever the hell they want, is throwing a temper tantrum because he doesn't agree with Joe Rogan that if a company does not get rid of the Joe Rogan experience, he will pull his music. I got to be honest, the people that I seen doing this, because there's a couple others too, and ironically enough, I can't remember their names, but they're all has been irrelevant musicians. We're not talking about like Metallica or Eminem or who's popular nowadays. Fuck if I know, half of them are garbage anyway. We're not talking about relevant musicians that it would probably hurt Spotify's bottom line if they deplatformed over Joe Rogan. We're talking about Neil fucking Young. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, whatever, and Young. Who cares? I don't get it. Like I just said, there's plenty of musicians out there that I don't give a fuck about. Okay. And then podcasters and everything else that I do not give a fuck about. I don't like their music. I don't like their politics. I don't like their personalities. I could sit here and name many. Most of them are on popular pop, R&B, and hip hop radio stations and all that on Spotify right now. I'm not going to stop using Spotify just because they're on the platform. I'm not going to stop putting my podcast on Spotify simply because I don't like their music. I just won't listen to their music. I won't search them on the search engine of Spotify to find them. Why is this such an issue? Spotify doesn't have a problem with what Joe Rogan fucking says or at least didn't have an issue with what Joe Rogan says and what his content is, because they were publishing it. If they had an issue with it, I'm pretty sure they would have done to him what Facebook does to me every other month. You know, or YouTube, take down my shit or give me some form of fucking bullshit warning. I'm pretty sure they would have done that to him. But they don't. You know why? Because Joe Rogan, as boring as he is, he gives a fair and open platform to everybody with an opinion. Doesn't matter if that opinion is something he agrees with or disagrees with, and it doesn't matter if it's something that his audience agrees with or disagrees with. He gives an open platform for everybody. And that's one thing I can absolutely respect about Joe Rogan, is the fact that he will let somebody speak their truth or speak their facts or speak their points of view without judgment. He'll disagree with them if he doesn't agree with it. You know, he'll have a civil debate with them over it, whether he agrees with it or not. That's awesome. That's great. I think that's what the news should be fucking doing, not some podcaster. And I know he's more than just a podcaster. I know who Joe Rogan is before anybody says anything. He's not just a podcaster, man. No, I know what he is. But his mentality of how he does his shows with that aspect, he's absolutely right in doing that. And people like Neil Young are wrong for trying to silence it. You don't like what he has to say, don't listen to his show. Don't promote his show. Don't mention his fucking name. Let him be on Spotify and have his thing. Because guess what? If you take Joe Rogan off of Spotify, Joe Rogan's just going to go to somewhere else. Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Pandora. You know, the list goes on where podcasts can go, that he'll be left alone. And he'll still have his fans. He'll still have his following. But Spotify will lose out. That's stupid. Don't. This cancel culture mentality is just, oh my God, it's so aggravating. It's so aggravating that in this world, we have to cancel everything we don't agree with. So when do I get to cancel the Fast and Furious franchise? When do I get to cancel this current Super Bowl because it's two teams that nobody gives a fuck about and a halftime show that is hot fucking garbage? When do I get to cancel the Super Bowl? We all can cancel everything we don't agree with, so why not? Why can't I cancel that shit? I'll tell you why I can't. Because this is America and everybody has a right to what they believe in. Everybody has a right to things they like. And everybody who doesn't agree with them needs to just shut the fuck up and move on with their lives. Plain and simple. Catch you on the next Chris Stolle show.